He was determined to finish the task, but got heavily criticized. Even his parents sighed and shook their heads. Who'd have thought had stopped the stone lion? He solved a classmate's riddle, got scolded instead of praise. Angry, Phoebe left home. Just then, Sayomai popped up out of nowhere to comfort him. Who would have guessed his own family just had to leave? He was told to drop the stone lion, and not only did he not get recognized, but his friends didn't understand him either. As he felt dejected, a miracle occurred. A ghost understood him. Upon seeing this cross-dimensional friend, Phoebe had a brilliant idea and a daring plan. With Sayomai, he sneaked into the research center and started the extraction machine to temporarily leave his body. This way, he could be intimate with Sayomai in spirit form. The machine started smoothly, then came piercing pain. Phoebe fell, but luck was on his side. He extended his transparent body, ready to give Sayomai a big hug. But oh boy, turns out it was all a set-up. Sayomai had made a secret deal with Galoka. According to Galoka's plan, Sayomai hinted last night she'd see family, luring Phoebe to free her. It seems Galoka can't control humans, only ghosts. Phoebe, newly detached, is ideal for experiments. He even overheard a spell to break the seal in the library, and moments later the bronze orb started floating. Things flying towards him started bulging out in circles, then just as quickly started dropping like flies. The ghost god Galoka descended, ready to erase your world. Phoebe jolted awake. Leo spotted trouble and fired up her proton gun to reseal Galoka. But that little attack was like a tickle for Galoka. She just blew lightly, and poof, the energy froze. Galoka fled, dashed to Maddie's house, killed the downstairs shopkeeper, and found the magic horn in a secret room. And that's how we got here. Next, the beach goers felt something off. The distant sky turned ominously dark. Clouds in the sky threw a wild party. Eerie mist spread swiftly onto the beach, and worse yet, countless sharp icicles shot up. Everyone freaked out. The whole city was suddenly shrouded in dark clouds, and with thunder cracking, a terrifying chill swept through, freezing everything the icicles touched. No doubt about it, Galoka's revenge was about to kick off. The real apocalypse was upon them. The shopkeeper, frantic as an ant on a hot pan, told Maddie she was the current fire master and only she could resell Galoka to avert doom. Time waits for no one. The shopkeeper trained her at once, but after hard practice, Maddie could only light a few candles. Clearly, their skills couldn't stop Galoka. Everyone charged in to buy time for revenge. Phoebe figured if brass and fire could seal Galoka, then she could revamp her collider. But find the core component might just be their only shot at victory, while the others suited up for battle. Galoka had surrounded the entire fire station when suddenly, in the howling wind and snow, a bicycle began its mysterious flight. When it reached the front door, the rider inexplicably detached from the bike. In an instant, she jumped into the car, aimed it at the crowd, but luckily it didn't connect. Afterwards, she turned into an origami plane in documents, flew to the second floor, and sneaked into Leo's weapon. Then she immediately fired a proton stream, leaving Paul utterly stunned. Along the proton stream, Maddie controlled it, flying out the window. Blog rushed over to smash the collider. Just then, the teammate escaped from the inside, dove into a pizza box, trying to slip away, but little did any. While everyone was still reeling, the chilly wave had already crashed at the fire station's doorstep. Just then, Galoka appeared, and everyone quickly assembled for battle, but she was way too powerful. With just a simple gesture, she blew everyone blind. Everywhere she went froze over. Buildings cracked under her pressure instantly. The ghost compressor downstairs got pierced by icicles, and everyone launched an attack. But even when combining all their strengths, the result was this. At a critical moment, Maddie, donned in her grandma's armor, slowly slid down from the second floor like a knight. After landing, Maddie fished out her lighter to cast a spell, but it wouldn't ignite. Instead, Galoka swiped it right out of her hands. With a mere gentle puff, the lighter transformed into icy powder, and immediately after, Galoka commenced chanting a spell, trapping everyone who was already trapped. At this moment, light sparkled, the ghost compressor cracked, and she raised hands to strike. A dazzling red beam radiated from her lifted hands, and the ghost sealed in the compressor for 40 years burst out, all under Galoka's control. They charged angrily towards the crowd, and just then, Phoebe slowly regained consciousness. Seeing the ghost compressor destroyed, she didn't hesitate to shoot a proton at Galoka with all her might, but even her enhanced collider was no match for Galoka. Galoka slightly increased her freezing power, easily interrupting Phoebe's attack and quickly freezing her in place. Galoka intended to extract her soul, but just then, someone slid out a matchstick, and flames quickly leaped into Meta's hands. Now she totally mastered the Fire Master skill. She took every chance to launch fiery assaults, promptly awakening those who were encased in ice, and then everyone joined forces to attack Galoka. But even then, they couldn't reseal Galoka. Suddenly, the veteran had a bright idea. Since the ghost compressor had been in, they could seal Galoka inside it. So a few team members raced to the basement to swiftly restart the ghost compressor.